What's up, what's up, what's up, people? Hey, here we go, back again. Hey, we're gonna talk about it, man. It's a lot of things going on in the basketball community today, man. I don't know what day was the first day of signing, second day of signing. I saw some signs that was happening yesterday, but man, I saw a lot of acquisitions today, man. And this week, it's gonna be lit, especially if you like the NBA. Like the NBA, it's gonna be what it is. If you don't, well, you ain't gonna understand what's going on. But I can tell you this, there's some boys and they stacking up pieces and they gonna try to make a run. Vegas, get your numbers books ready, baby, because people are coming. Let's go, baby. And I got my co-host here, man. You can't forget about him. Mr. Joel L. Wilkerson, you gotta love him. Yes, sir. But we got that heat for you, man. Talk to me, man. What you wanna know about?
We just went live on Facebook, by the way. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to hop on Foundational Results Enterprises on Facebook, Joel Wilkerson, Soul for Life, hop on that. You know what I'm saying? On Facebook, Instagram, follow us at Cash in 30.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? 30. Foundational Results on Instagram, Foundational Results on Joel L. Wilkerson on LinkedIn, Foundational Results, J_Wilkerson 2 on Twitter. Mm-hmm. Okay, everything Foundational Results or Joel L. Wilkerson to get you on all platforms.
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? And you'll be able to get in contact with either one of us. Yeah, we've been keeping up, man. The trade updates and everything have been crazy. You got a lot of things going on. You know, I think that the NBA is going to be really competitive. But my problem, free agency looks good almost every year now. It's unbelievable. There are some acquisitions and things that took place that we want to talk about. For example, if you go in, Lonzo Ball joins the Bulls via sign and trade. Mike Conley to re-sign with the Jazz on a 3-year deal.
Stealing.
Yeah, he feels like he probably is over and done with. You got Tim Hardaway Jr. to re-sign with the Mavs on a 4-year deal.
How much?
I don't got the money on there. He acquired Kyle Lowry via sign and trade.
Okay.
Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robinson, they inked new deals. Chris Paul to re-sign with the Suns on a 4-year deal. Doug McDermott agrees to a 3-year deal with the Spurs.
Okay.
Dwight Howard agrees to a deal with the Lakers.
He moving.
Ariza Ellington and Bazemore agreed to 1-year deals with the Lakers.
So they moving.
Alex Caruso agrees to a 4-year deals with the Bulls.
What? You going to Chi-Town?
Chi-Town, Chirac.
Chi, they doing.
You know what I'm saying? The Knicks signed Fournier, Rose, Noel, and Burks, so D. Rose is coming back.
Okay, I don't know about that. Knicks, y'all need a superstar. Y'all need to get y'all a superstar. Y'all gotta have one of them.
Trae Young is likely to agree to the 5-year max extension.
Why not?
Why not? Blake agrees to a 1-year deal with the Nets.
Okay.
Warriors add Otto Porter Jr. on a minimum deal.
That's a decent addition.
It's not bad.
I don't complain.
Carmelo Anthony agrees to a 1-year deal with the Lakers. Steph Curry agrees to a 4-year extension with the Warriors.
Justified.
Patty Mills agrees to a 2-year deal with the Nets.
Nets?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Bulls add DeMar DeRozan via sign and trade.
Okay.
Malik Monk agrees to a deal with the Lakers.
Ooh.
And Nunn to join Lakers on 2-year deals.
Terrence Nunn?
Terrence Nunn, I believe.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
They're getting some youth out that way.
The top 20 free agents remaining are Kawhi Leonard, unrestricted. John Collins, restricted free agent. Kawhi is 30. John Collins is 23. Spencer Dinwiddie is 28. He's an unrestricted free agent. Kelly Oubre Jr. is an unrestricted free agent at 25. Dennis Schroeder, 27, unrestricted free agent. Danny Green, 34, unrestricted free agent. Laurie Markkinen, shooter, 24, restricted free agent. Reggie Jackson, 31, unrestricted free agent. Victor Oladipo, age 29, unrestricted free agent. Josh Hart, 26, restricted free agent. Andre Iguodala, 37, unrestricted free agent. Justice Winslow, age 25, unrestricted free agent. J.J. Redick, 37, unrestricted free agent. Terrence Davis, 24, restricted free agent. Denzel Valentine, unrestricted free agent, 27. Wesley Matthews is 34 years of age, unrestricted free agent. Paul Millsap, age 36, unrestricted free agent. Hamidou Diallo, age 23, restricted free agent. I think that's that cat out of OKC. DeMarcus Cousins, age 30, unrestricted free agent. So we just gave you the top 20 players available for free agents remaining, and then we just gave you some of the players, the top 45 players that were just signed, or some of the top players that were just signed.
And let's keep it a buck. Some of them guys that we just named gonna sign for veteran league minimum.
Right.
Too much, too old. It just ain't there. You ain't gonna pay top dollar for somebody that can't run up and down the court, or somebody that you don't know is gonna be healthy enough to make it through a full season. It ain't happening. Saying, I ain't gonna say no names. Y'all know who you are. Hey, sign that veteran, stack your money up, put some investments up. You coming to the end of your career, man. I'm just being real with you, man. Stop spending that money on them ladies. Enjoy your life, but make smart investments.
Yeah. And you know, when we talk about that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of it has to do with basketball is it's not only the physical being in shape, but your mental health. Because a lot of these players, like you said, though, they have a lot of different things going on. And so even when they get with new teams and new surroundings, are you buying into the culture?
Ooh, that's huge.
Do you understand what the culture is asking you to do?
Yeah.
Do you understand the organization?
Yeah.
Do you understand the requires and demands of the organization? And are you going to be able to fill in? So from a fan's perspective, and somebody who we played the game before and have an appreciation for the game, and not just a whiny fan that gets like, oh, I'm 41 now, he's 37, and we just are upset because the game is different. You got young people, they shoot threes, they don't really play a lot of transition defense or half-court defense or even full-court defense anymore. We won't be upset at that. We look at the deals and think about the game today. The game today is still an exciting game, but yet players have to be mentally in tune to what the organization is asking them to do. Because yes, you're getting your guaranteed money, but in your mind though, it's like any other job. Like for me, being an educator, when I go into a school to consult or teach at that school, I'm looking to do the job that you pay me for.
And I'm gonna come in physically fit.
Yeah.
Body, soul, and mind. I'm gonna give you everything I
have to, right?
It's some players out here that's been getting them top dollars. And they not taking care of their body. And their mental up here definitely isn't there because they having a meltdown at every given time they can.
Yeah.
Or they getting hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're not taking care of your body, people, and your body is your tool to get paid, and this is what you do, I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't want to compare it to Giannis, man coming in and picking up 60 pounds from the time he's about his basketball. It's family first. You can listen to him. And when he talks, you know he is goal-oriented.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He got it. I ain't got it. So we know him coming in and gaining 60 pounds. Gaining 60 pounds of muscle is not an easy thing. You might think it's easy because you see The Rock all the time. Ask some of them guys how they really do it. If they ain't juicing and they actually in there and they really getting it in, you got to work to get that. That's hard work. It just got to keep going on and on and on. Now, some of these kids, and I say kids because I'm older than them, they here for the glitz and the glam. They got paid, got that payday. Yo, I ain't got to work out no more. I'ma just do me. Doing me got me here. But doing you got you here. But are you really just want to be here? Or do you want to take it to the next level? Because there's one guy, and y'all know the player I'm talking about. Dude came in 30 pounds out of shape. Later on down the season, when the season kept going on, and he was still in the season, he became hurt. Why did he become hurt? Everybody want to ask me. Well, it's simple. His body was never in a condition to play. He chose to not be in shape to get traded. Now you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I mean, we can call names out. We know players, and the thing is, we don't make excuses for anybody whether we like you or not. Like when it comes down to the game, you know what I'm saying, you just have to keep it real. And all of these players have had issues to where they have not all just been all the way ready and prepared to play because they're human. They may get caught up in their family issues. Some of them get caught up in social media.
Nightlife.
Some of them get caught up in nightlife and lifestyling. There's a lot of things to get on, but what you look at is for what they're getting paid, they should be prepared.
Yep.
And I would ask you that whatever you're getting paid, you should be prepared to do whatever you're doing as well. So we don't really want to get caught up with counting people's money. I think people worry about the wrong thing. Like, you're not held at a higher status because you get paid more money.
You are.
You know?
You are held at a higher status. If I'm at a company in corporate America and I make 100 G's, if somebody from my company call me and tell me there's a problem, I have to move on that because they pay me 100 G's to be on call to answer those issues.
Yeah.
Because that's my job. I'm the overseer. I'm being paid and compensated for my time in the heat of an emergency. Ain't no emergency to this.
So
you are my focal point on my team. You know this. Prepare to be my focal point. Don't just get paid and then all of a sudden
the way
say,
I look at it,
I got the bank.
The way I look at it is let's say, for example, let's go back to the Lakers, to the glory days between 2000 till, you can say 98 till 2005, right? Lakers.
Okay.
Derek Fisher was probably one of the lower paid players on the team.
Yeah.
But his role and what he did was just as important as what Kobe did. And the reason why I say that is because if he didn't do his job at his level, then there might have been an issue where they wouldn't have been able to get all of the results and the championships that they were able to get.
Point four, right? That's the point four dude.
Yeah.
Point four. People still trying to figure out how he hit it.
So
you had to be mentally there in order to hit that shot. And be prepared. Number get called. You got to be able to react when your number get called, regardless of how much you get paid. But if you get paid big dollars, ain't no secret that I'm getting ready to call your number when I need you. You my star. I'm giving you star franchise money. Produce. And if I put 3 of y'all on a team, yeah, y'all can shoulder the load.
But I don't call that a bigger responsibility. I call that your responsibility.
It's definitely your responsibility. It's what you signed up for.
So what I'm saying is you have to take ownership of your responsibility. You don't get caught up with who has a bigger role.
No.
Like, for example, us being educators, we go into school. We know the principal is the person is the last line of defense. Everything stops and starts with her.
Yep.
But what we look at is the ancillary things that happen before you even get there, those details. You have to be able to do your job to allow her to do her job at the highest level she can because she depends on that.
Yeah, she pays you a salary too.
So it's a trade-off of respect and responsibility, and I don't want the viewers to get caught up in watching everybody's money and expecting because you make more money that I expect for you to be able to do things at a higher level. No.
That's how it is. That's how it's listed in the NBA.
I'm talking about in
all of your premier players are paid max dollars.
Yeah, but
all of your premier players. If you're a role player, you don't make as much as a max player.
But there are people who've been paid max dollars who are really not max players.
True.
Yeah. So we know that the numbers are not always correct.
But that's
sometimes
that's a salary cap. Yeah, that's a great age.
Yeah, sometimes it's about salary cap.
Yeah, it's a great
so that's why I said the gray area is you think people who are making the most money are the most vital. It could be salary cap to where, like, for example, the New York Knicks signed somebody like Julius Randle. Julius Randle signed a fairly big contract with the Knicks.
And he's the focal point of the offense.
And he's a focal point of the offense, but he's really not considered one of your top players in the NBA. He wasn't when he signed the deal.
Well, when you go back and look at his deal ain't considered a top deal in the NBA neither.
Right.
So what I'm saying
but go back to Paul George. Let's talk about Paul. Paul George signed a max contract with Kawhi Leonard.
Okay.
But really, to be honest with you, a lot of people were looking at Kawhi Leonard to carry the bulk of the load. However, they both signed max contracts that were fairly close in money.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It just depends on your situation. It depends on your team and what they're asking you to do.
But to answer but to stay on that with the PG answered the call in the playoffs. They just lost.
Yeah, but he's not the best player on the team.
Nah.
Right.
Nah.
Right.
He's not the best player on the team. Yeah. He's not the best player on the team, but when his numbers called, he can produce.
Yeah.
He's available.
Right.
He's not injured.
Yeah.
he's not running around saying, "Oh, I don't know what to do," and deferring the ball.
Right.
Right. If it's him, matter of fact, this is what happened this season. Kawhi went down.
Yeah.
PG was the next man up. They had equal contracts. They already had new responsibilities. People started leaning on PG. In the playoffs, you can go back and look at it. PG's numbers had to increase because his number was called and he had to do more. Period. And they still competed at a high level. They didn't win, but they still competed at a high level. What I'm saying is you have players just getting max contracts and they're not competing at a high level. And then we go back and say, well, why we do it? I pay you to compete at a high level. I need your body to be there. You must be available. If you want to choose to sit out in the regular season, that's not getting your body prepared mentally or physically for the endurance of what the playoffs bring. Because in the playoffs,
so
fouls get harder.
Speaking of playoffs, since we're talking about free agency, we're talking about the NBA, we're talking about the pros and cons of free agency and how those things affect the league. So we kind of breaking down age. We're talking about being able to buy into the culture. Yeah. We're talking about your responsibility based on the amount of money you make. We look at those things. But there's all different, these are subjective factors, right? Yeah. But when you look at these teams that are actually in free agency,
right?
Who are your top two teams in the West?
That's a good question.
Yeah, who are your top two teams in the West?
Looking at you can look at the power rankings, but I ain't gonna look at the power rankings. Are we basing it off of the new acquisitions, or are we basing it off of what happened this season?
Just based on what people have acquired and moving forward, where do you plan on them to be?
Okay, I'm looking for the Lakers to be in the top three.
Okay.
I don't know if they're gonna be 1, 2, or 3. I can't say that. So I'm gonna give you 3.
Okay.
So I'm looking for the Lakers to be in the top 3.
What conference is that?
In the West.
Okay.
I'm looking for Phoenix to make an appearance back, so they're gonna be somewhere in that top 3.
Okay.
And for the West, I'm gonna go out on a limb because I like what I saw. I like D-Town. I think D-Town might mess around and be somewhere in that top 3.
D-Town is who?
The Mavericks.
Dallas Mavericks. Okay.
Yeah, Dallas Mavericks.
So you got your 3 teams are the Lakers, the Phoenix Suns, and the Mavericks. Is who you got as your top 3 teams in the West.
Top 3 teams in the West right now. Currently.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you my top 3 teams in the East.
All right.
From least to greatest.
Okay.
I got the Bucks as the most controlling team. I like the Bucks.
Okay.
Then I like the Miami Heat.
Okay.
Then I like the Brooklyn Nets.
Okay.
In that order.
All right.
And my reasons behind that is I'm looking at coaching.
Okay.
I like the coaching in, first of all, Milwaukee is not because of the coaching. Milwaukee is because of the team. I am not a fan of Milwaukee's head coach. Budenholzer, nothing against you. You had a great team, and they took you, even though you almost blew it. I want you to know that. I don't like to call for anybody like that. But, man, I mean, some of those adjustments, I mean, Ray Charles could have made. Yeah. 2, you know what I'm saying? Miami, to me, and my kinfolk can attest to this, I think has the best coach in the league. I do.
You've been saying that for a while.
Based on adjustments,
yeah.
Based on buying into the culture, based on not showing a lot of favoritism. When you come in, you know you're coming in to do a job.
True.
And that's why a lot of players, when they go there, they understand what the job is.
That's that buy-in coach.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely that.
And they got him to the championship and above, right?
Yeah, he's been to 3 or 4, NBA finals.
Yeah.
So, that's the thing.
He had his share at the super team.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is you
can't love, the Brooklyn Nets and then talk about Budenholzer. We just talked about equality.
Brooklyn Nets were a super team. They didn't make the NBA finals, right? A lot of super teams don't make the NBA finals. They just don't. Now, a quality team makes the NBA finals. You have to make sure that you're putting together a culture. So he had to get people to buy in and to play at a high level. So I like Eric Spoelstra's coaching. And then you got Steve Nash, who I got the Brooklyn Nets at 3rd. They're tier 3. I think Steve Nash is the weakest out of all those coaches.
You're saying they're a super team, that's why.
Yeah. So Brooklyn is a super team.
So your 2 teams are based off talent and your 1 team is based off coaching.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Brooklyn and
To piggyback on that,
Brooklyn and Milwaukee.
yeah, talent and coaching Miami.
Miami is the coach.
Because of the culture, because what's gonna happen and how they gonna make it work.
They're consistent.
Lakers is talent.
Yeah, Lakers is talent.
Phoenix
Coaching, without doubt. Because
it can go both ways.
can't be.
It can go both ways because they're talented.
It can't be.
It counts.
I disagree.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Now D-Town is coaching.
D-Town, he's gone. Rick Carlisle's gone.
He's gone.
Jason Kidd's there now.
Even better.
Yeah.
Even better.
Rick Carlisle's in Indiana.
I'm a firm believer in a point guard being a great coach. You call it what you want. I played the game a little bit. Hey, point guards have to know where everybody has to be. And if they're playing the game right, not this isolation basketball, I'm going to cross you over and I'm going to figure out a way to get to the cup or get fouled or something like that. No, a point guard knows where everybody's going to be when they don't. This is where court vision came from. When I'm coming down, I'm looking this way, but I drop a pass this way. But after I drop the pass this way, I come back on the cut, come through, and I kick it out over here on the wing for a wide open shot that my man is supposed to be there. That's what a point guard does. He knows where everybody is, he distributes the ball, and he makes wise decisions. Hey, Chris Paul, appreciate you, baby. You play the game the right way. I just want to put that out there.
He does. He does, but let's not move off of that. Monty Williams is a coach that changes cultures. He was the New Orleans Hornets coach with Chris Paul back in the day before they became the New Orleans Pelicans. That team was a playoff team. He was a person that was a big reason to get the culture set, and then other coaches came in. Phoenix was in the doghouse before he got there.
True.
In 2 years, they're in the NBA Finals. It's not just, it wasn't a talent deal. They do have talent there, but if you don't know how to coach and set them up where they need to be, it doesn't matter. Now,
They did make a lot of noise in the bubble.
in the finals.
In the bubble, they went 8-0.
Yeah.
They were just too far down.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's when CP played for
OKC, right?
And people say, wow,
And they
Christian wielded this team.
Yeah.
That wasn't the coaching thing. That was a wheel. Like, I'm going to wield this team.
I think the
to get there.
OKC was a combination of Billy Donovan knowing he had a top-notch point guard and them putting together a scheme that worked for that young team. I think Billy Donovan is an up-and-coming coach. He's the new coach for the Chicago Bulls. Been there. This will be his second year.
Oh, so
Watch out for Chicago.
Oh, so he going to have fun with Chicago then.
Yeah.
Chicago got some new pieces.
Yeah. Let's talk about Chicago.
Yeah, he
It's
gonna
kind of
have-
exciting.
Yeah, he going to have new pieces.
So you got Zach LaVine, slam dunk champion / shooting guard playing the USA Olympics right now. You don't like Zach LaVine?
He decent. He one of them players
Scale
that
of 1
people...
to 10, 10 being the greatest, where you got Zach LaVine.
5.
A 5?
Yeah, 5.
You gave him an F?
I say a 5. I ain't say scared of 1 to 10. He in the middle. You got a C.
Well, dang, a 7 through 10 is passing.
You got a C.
No,
He barely made it. He got a 70.
He gave him
He
half.
got a 70.
He gave him half. The scale is on 0 to 10, and 10 being the greatest. That's 100%. He didn't give him no C. He gave him an F.
Say,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
5. If I had to break it down, I think he's a 5.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you the reasons why.
All
We
right.
just talked about star power, having that bullet on your back. When that bullet's on his back, he ain't doing nothing. If a team has him on the scouting report to stop, you can stop him. And the record shows that. Now, the new additions that it had, it's gonna help him. Whether or not it's going to translate into his play becoming phenomenal, I ain't holding my breath. Zach LaVine, you're 5. Give me somebody else you got.
Okay, got Zach LaVine at a 5. What about Lonzo Ball? Lonzo Ball is a new acquisition. They just got him from the New Orleans Pelicans.
In the league that we play in now, in the NBA, 3 and D, right? Lonzo ain't got the 3, but he definitely gonna give you the D. His shot's improving. He's a legitimate point guard. I kind of think he's a smart point guard that's gonna make good decisions.
Yeah,
At his position, you're 7.
yeah. At his position, okay. So
At his position,
he
he
had
is 7.
Zach at a 5 out of 10. 10 being the greatest. Lonzo's a 7. What about Caruso? Alex Caruso came from the Lakers. Texas A&M graduate in college. What you got of him? What you think of Alex Caruso? Talking about the Chicago Bulls and how they're going to be going into 2021-2022 season.
He's a hell of an energy player.
Energy player.
He's a hell of an energy player.
Great defender.
If everything if emotions on the team is high, it's whoo ha ha ha. Hey, he gonna play ball. If the emotions are low, you don't. It's a crapshoot, and you can tell based on this to being a crapshoot based on the numbers that he signed. His deal wasn't major. His role's gonna be major, but if it doesn't come out like that, they're gonna be like, well, your role is this. And that's what he was with the Lakers. So, for me, he's a crapshoot. I would give him a 4. I'd give him a 4 because I don't know exactly how he's gonna fit into the rotation. He's not gonna be a starter, and if he is, I'll be surprised. And it's just gonna depend on how they're gonna let him come in. Are they gonna let him come in and try to run point, or are they gonna let him come in and try to be a 2 guard and try to score some baskets? Because he can score, but can he raise up his level of intensity at all times? That's why he got the 4.
Okay, so he got a 4 from him. Okay, so that's what we're talking about with this is Alex Caruso we just talked about. What about they acquired who's that the other player we got on the Bulls? Let's take a look at it.
Jesse, a guy. I know you're talking about too. Let me think about it. Cali boy. DeRozan. Yeah. Yeah. That's a solid player right there.
Yeah, DeRozan.
He's gonna help out a lot of people. That's a solid player right there. I'm gonna give him an 8.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him an 8. When you need a basket,
DeMar DeRozan that came from the San Antonio Spurs.
Need a basket, DeRozan can get you that basket. I'm gonna give him an 8. I'm gonna give him an 8 at what he do. He gonna get you a basket.
Yeah.
Whether or not he gonna get you that clutch gene later on in the playoff, I don't know. Regular season, he'll get you that basket. He'll get you to the playoffs. He gonna get you where you need to go. Whether or not y'all gonna be able to have that mighty mo, because people don't understand. Once you get a winning mentality, you feel fearless and you can beat anybody. All you gotta do is just lace them up. But if you go in and you barely getting in there and you having doubt, well, that doubt starts sinking in. Now you go down 0-1. Now you 0-2. You go down 0-2 and you already had doubt. Your series done, bro. You swept. That's how I feel. He got an 8 from me, though. He on the scouting report. They know you got to stop him. He still dropped his 20. Period. He going to drop this 20 regardless. He was in San Antonio. He didn't make a lot of noise because he was in the smaller market. But I guarantee you're going to see some Bulls games in the future on primetime television.
Yeah, I think they're going to be good. I think the Bulls is one of the more exciting teams that in basketball in general, but especially in the Eastern Conference. They almost went to playoffs last year. I think they're going to make a lot of noise. So I agree with that. We think the NBA free. If you look at the free agency and what's going on right now, how would you rate it? Do you have it? What grade would you give the NBA free agency right now with teams and how they've acquired talent?
Overall?
Yeah, overall.
So far, I think I'm not gonna give anything an A because an A means perfection. Like it can't be fixed.
Okay.
But I'm definitely gonna say it's a B.
Okay.
Maybe even a B plus. Because right now, what I'm seeing is we're trying to figure out, even though super teams are being created and some teams are more powerful than others on paper, we're trying to figure out a way to actually compete and bring parity to the NBA. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I said it before, I'll say it again. The NBA is not exciting. It's not a great game to watch until after the All-Star break. That's one. And the other thing is we have a lot of teams that barely be making it. And if we would take some of that talent and put them on some other teams, we could probably have more competitive teams. And what we call that is they got to digress. If they was to lose 4 teams and drop it down, your talent level is going to increase because more teams are going to have more pieces to move. And coaches, let's be honest, we talking about it, and I want to put it out there. You can't go to the NBA and run 7 or 8 man rotations. You got 12 people that's in the NBA. If you don't want them people there, it's
really
okay.
A 15-man roster.
Yeah, but them people don't get to play. I'm talking about at least the ones that suited up. How often do we see playoff games and we be like, dang, where homie at? And it would be like, oh, he's still on the bench. He did not play.
What we don't understand is in the NBA, when you make it to the elite level, you get into rotation. To me, riding the bench is overrated.
Yeah.
How can you use it?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, injuries are huge now.
And you're being paid to do this.
There's a lot of people that are taking breaks that are doing this thing that's called load management.
Yeah, load management.
We don't believe in that. We think that coaches, general management, different things, you need to find a way to be able to actually allocate minutes to those players based on the scheme and the system you're trying to do. Why do you only want 5 to 7 players playing in the playoffs?
Yeah.
5 to 7. Why are you not going? I mean, matchups make styles, make matchups. And you should be going as deep as 12 people to where at least that 11th or 12th man, they're averaging no less than 10 minutes per game.
If anything, you're playing a team that shoot bad free throws, at least put them on the court to go foul somebody, slow the game down. Nobody in this league right now wants to be hacked and touched. When they get hacked and touched, they don't have a mental fortitude to keep going through and getting it. You ain't getting no Michael Jordan rules coming through. I'm getting assaulted every time I come to the lane. And then all of a sudden, I'm going to come to the line, shoot my 2 free throws, but I'm going to come back every single play. Now, you going to see boys say, man, I ain't coming back to the lane no more. Yeah. Shoot this jumping.
Yeah.
Let me go work on my step back.
Yeah.
I don't even want the ball no more.
I mean, it's true, though. I mean, when you think about it, you have to look at it like this. The league is definitely more offensive. We would agree to that.
Yep.
The league is more offensive.
Yep. Travel rules state that.
Traveling, just how people
the
play
gather
defense.
steps, extra steps, hop steps.
There's a softer mentality on how players play and approach the game.
Yeah.
And with that mentality, it leaks over into the playoffs, and you don't get that extra edge. That's sometimes, and when you're lackadaisical and lazy like that, when you get in crunch time minutes in a crunch time game, you shut down. Mm-hmm. And that's what a lot of players have really, they either you're not allowing yourself to be coached, or you're not playing at the intensity level that you need to, so that when you get into a critical situation and things don't go your way, you don't shut down.
Yeah.
It's like a kid who's really smart in the classroom. Mm-hmm. We teach.
Yeah.
And we were to get on that kid, he's not used to getting in trouble. We know that when they shut down, they're used to getting things their way.
Yep.
They don't deal well with adversity. Mm-hmm. And so they start internalizing. Adults do it too.
All day.
So, you know what I'm saying? Those are things, we want to talk about foundation results that we think the free agency is great. We do think the NBA is not as high quality as it could be. We think that they're trying to cater too much to the fans, or think the fans true basketball fans want to see at the highest level of competition. So that means if that player gets stopped, so be it. Mm-hmm. It's not about just seeing buckets go up. They think that that's what we want to see. That's casual. Mm-hmm. And casual fans have never paid the bills in the NBA. It's always been the loyalists. Yeah. It's just like the NFL. Those are loyalist fans. Mm-hmm. And so the casual person their view time is not a lot.
Yeah.
They're not focusing on every game.
Yeah.
They're not going out.
They only focused on the Christmas game.
So,
oh, man, let me go see what the Christmas matchup looking like. You go home, we watch the games. We go home, be like, oh, okay, let's see who's on that. Okay, that's games on there. And then you look at the style of play and you look and see what's going on, and you're like, this ain't a good basketball game.
Yeah.
I don't even want to watch.
Yeah.
All I see is a bunch of scoring, a little bit of defense. I call it shadow defense. Right? I'm here. I'm standing here like the little mannequin to be in the training, and I'm shooting over.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing different.
Yeah. So definitely, man, comment, or share this video about NBA free agency. We talked about things that we like, things that we dislike, contracts, player style, buying into the culture. I mean, when you talk about free agency, there's so many other variables than just seeing a good player get on the team and get on a sheet of paper. That player actually has to play. His mental health and everything has to be intact. All those things have to be things that we use. And we're going to come back and do a follow-up video once we see the season start out and start seeing how all these acquisitions and things took place.
Yep.
Always foundational results.
Yes, sir. One love.
One love. Until the next time.
Peace out.
Get out of here.
Yeah, that was a good one.